Hey and welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be taking a look at a Northern Realms Stockpile Draug deck that I put together for 10.3. Now, it sounds like it wouldn't be very good, but the experience I had with it was actually very positive. If you think about it this way, more than often you would be playing Siege in a deck like this, and more than often your siege will get heatwaved. Now, the opponent is often waiting to heatwave your scenario, but the scenario never comes, and so what happens is that we can really get a lot of value from the engines that we do have, and then once we transform all the soldiers into Revenants, then we just wreak havoc on their side of the board and clear it out and swarm our own side of the board. So it's really nice, and I did a few different versions. Like, obviously some cards you might want to consider would be Voimir in a deck like this. War Chariot would actually be really good in a deck like this. Maybe Egmont. I think Egmont's kind of a little bit of a trap, but these two especially are pretty good in this type of deck. Obviously, cards like Philippa are really nice as well, but there just wasn't room. I wanted something that would give the same sort of tempo that you'd have from Siege, but obviously with a bit of the flavor of Revenants. So this is kind of what I think works, and with the good thinning from the Amphibious and John Natalis and the Henselt and of course the Siege Masters, it really helps you keep pace, which is why I opted to go for something like this opposed to something like the other leader ability, right? Being the main one. Mobilization is what people normally use for that. Maybe copy like an archer or something like that. I felt like with the amount of control going around right now, this is our best shot at making those damage engines stick because of some of the armor we have, as well as getting the most value from them because of the resupply abilities on things like Foltest Pride, on the Kerack Ballista, on the Reinforced Ballista, right? Lots of synergy with those and the Warfare cards that we have. I don't think Devotion's the way to go. I think I want to have something like Karathi Heatwave to banish a unit or artifact, and yeah, just overall control. So pretty simple. The strategy in round 1 is to take some thinning. So Henselt round 1's not bad for maybe a Kerack Ballista. You can really play into it with the winch, maybe get one of the reinforced ballistas out there as well, and play some Kidwani Revenants to get the swarm going. We have cards like Smoke 'em Out to help if we want to do a Draug round 1, but otherwise we could just use them for point slams in round 1. And then later on game, you want to have Draug handy, a bunch of leader charges. Maybe if you have all 5 of them, that would be great. And then you just really get those soldiers out there quickly so we can transform them. And of course, if we're a little bit short or have to use our leader charges for other plays like Kerack Ballista or the Foltest Bride, maybe in a round 2 bleed, then we can obviously just go and take the Smoke 'em Out with the Draug, and it works out quite well, right? Basically getting a couple volunteers out there, they're boosted, they flip them into revs, we have the extra damage as well, so pretty cool stuff. Siege Tower you can play whenever you want. I don't like this card in a short round, you definitely want to have this in a long round. And of course, a couple little techs here, like Vincent is just really good if they have a tall unit, right? If they have something that's like 9-10 power, you make it 1 power, you take a Revenant, you finish the kill, you get one on our side, so it actually works out quite well. Margarita's one of those things that I decided to put because not every time we're going to be able to remove everything. So, you know, you could go Margarita into a lock. If you don't want to play Margarita, then you can maybe go for like a second Boiling Oil, or you can put in maybe even something like Reinforcements if you feel that it would be necessary to have a second or third, rather, Kerack Ballista, Reinforced Ballista, Revenant, whatever the case. But I think based on the games that I played, I had about 6 games, and it felt pretty comfortable in each one. I don't want to spoil the results, but I'm really happy with them so far. And, you know, in the case where we didn't do too well, we really didn't have a shot from the beginning. They were just like so teched against what we had going on that it just felt like we would never make it out of that one. So that's pretty much it. And I'll be posting this deck guide in the description so you guys can make sure you have a look at that. And honestly, I think that this is something you can climb with surprisingly. It's going to really surprise the opponent, and I had a lot of fun playing it because it's been a while since I really had something that had a lot of Revenants going on and had fun with it because it hasn't been strong lately. Now, having said, I haven't uploaded in a couple days. I did have plans to stream yesterday, but I received some really bad news. Grandpa's not doing too well. He's been fighting cancer for a few years, and he's now in the hospital, and, you know, things are looking pretty bad. Now, not to get into it, you know, if I disappear for a couple days this week, that's why. But we'll keep it rolling for now, and I have a couple ideas for the week. I want to do basically going back to the 30 to Pro series that I have and just kind of doing some more rounds of that. I need to do some seasonal stuff because I want to get some of those trees done, and of course I want to do some deck guides so you guys can finish up the season strong. But I might even throw in a variety video this week just because I'm feeling like maybe doing that. I have so many games I want to play, and we'll figure it out. And obviously when I'm feeling a little bit less stressed out, I'll announce maybe another time that I'll start streaming again. It's not on the forefront. It's something that I wanted to do, but you gotta have to be in like a pretty good mood all day to like stream for hours, you know? So with that being said, we'll get into the games for now. Thank you guys for watching the video, and I will see you tomorrow with another one. So we got Nature's Gift up first, and I haven't seen a lot of this going around, but I'm kind of hoping it's like the video I put out the other day just so that I can tech against it. We've got some pretty good options here. Let's see. I don't think Vincent's going to be the play, like in round one, but it could be. No, we should be okay. It's going to be one of these two that I put back. Probably smoke them out, just because we don't have Draug. I'm surprised they didn't opt to take that and boost it. So this would be a little different than what I have. I'm guessing that they probably do have... They probably have Purify, right? Like a Caress or something. It is Nature's Gift after all. So I don't know how much locks value... Or, yeah. I mean, the good part about it is that at least we have like a tall unit that they might think will punish. Now, it's possible they don't have a... Okay. So I don't know if it's devotion or non-devotion just yet, do I? No. I'm gonna float that. If we can get that to stick, we have some really good value here, right? Because we got the 2 Treants at 1 power. And they might have to take a rebuke off that. A circle, okay. So we'll take John out, I think. We'll try and go for the other Rev. It's just too many points to let go, I think. And the nice part about it here is we can get the siege tower down. I know it fills up the front row a little bit, but it should be okay. There's either that play, or we just go for the Radovid as soon as possible. Which I actually don't mind. Okay, so we'll find out pretty quick. It's going to be, what, Protector into... Okay. 2... We've got like a lot of tokens. They might be running Gezras because of the stack, but it also could just be luck. I think we're supposed to play this actually. Yeah. Hopefully they don't have another circle in hand, because I really want to get this, like... Okay. So we just get it. It's probably taking Winch. That should just be fine. How do I feel about a long round? Depends. If I pull Henselt, it's like a bit of a difference, right? Actually, that's pretty good. We missed a lot of good cards, though. Okay, we'll put this back because we can get it. That's good. We'll put this back because we can get it. Maybe that is the play.
One piece, fight for it. I pass on every 10.
Yeah, we'll leave it there. Then we can just play beside it next turn. We have crew that we can put down here. It's probably the damage first. Okay. For what it's worth, I think we're supposed to just use this. So we have time. Let's see here. I'm just wondering if I should ever go ahead and use this. I think we need to save one of them. Well, we have two. This is kind of like, it's inexpensive though. And we'll just hit it because the cooldown, I think. This goes up to 4. I don't want to use my carryover.
At your age, at 2 centuries, you behave like you were barely one.
They'll probably get their card back here, I think. Yeah, 4-2.
I've seen it already.
So, I have an idea. Just because I know that gets pretty wild, right?
Yet
26.
knowing and dignified.
I think we're losing, a little tempo here. I don't mind going into round 3 2-liter charges. We just need something for the Draug play. And let's see here. It's going to be a hammer. 29. That should do it. Yeah, We'll take that here. Short round just feels like Heatwave, Falibor, Draug. I think we could be okay with that. Ethne is like a pretty big problem though. Let's see here. With the length of the round, it's probably that goes back. And it's probably one of these goes back. Draug kind of sucks here. Gord isn't going to get heat waved. Ah, alright. How many rebukes were played? You get the one. So they might have another one. I don't anticipate them. Let's see. They might have another circle, right? One more circle, one more rebuke. But I don't know if they're going to want to hold that into a short round 3. Maybe. Of course. Let's see. Let me try this again. So we do have Falibor kind of set up, right? It's a pretty big swing. Okay, so if I take out... Let's take out that. I think we agreed this as well. I don't think they have Rebuke, otherwise they probably would have used it on the Carabalista. Okay, so Torque. And then last card, Gord, basically, right? Just try and get rid of the Symbiosis and try and get rid of the Vitality. And... Draug's not great. But it might make a difference, actually. It's 32? It's gotta be this. We tie the first one. So, I think this is gonna be one of, like, our target matchups, right? I do have to go back and take a look at the recording from the last game and see maybe if there was some opportunity to have won that game. But either way, I'll settle for a tie. It came down to like the last Falibor play being kind of awkward. Winch don't love here. But it's not bad for the Carabalista. I think that this gets waylaid hands down. I think the play is to pull it off AA. Two of these kind of expensive in the same round. Heatwave's not bad. So what do we do? I think we just play Carabalista from hand. That's gotta be the best Heatwave we have, right? Maybe we take John into boiling or something, and then we start working on getting our cards out. What's worse? See, the thing about the Commando is that we can't really... Or sorry, the commando, we can't really stop it beyond 5. But this wouldn't be as bad, right? It's tough. I think we take out their 5 because if they do damage to us, we have a couple armor on things, right? Like this can gain armor with crew, Henselt's got the armor, Ballista's got the armor, right? Plus the cooldown. Maybe some turns they play specials, whereas the other one's like guaranteed 1 point per turn. This whole thing again. We'll see if we can push out the big play this round. That's probably the idea. Here. I want to see the waylays, you know? And we'll just try and remove this as soon as possible. If we can get Ballista to hit. Okay. So it just barely hangs on here. It's probably a winch though. Just so we can keep it going. It's gotta be that. So 1 cooldown. I think Henselt can come out. You see what I have in mind, right? There's that, and I think we take 1. So it's this one that goes. I don't think we actually ever get the Venedane out of the way, so we'll just leave it. They took the Thin, they played Scenario, they took Venedane, so if I can just, you know, now work on this, we're doing alright. We have a really good Falibor setup, and I think that winning on even might be a strategy. If we have a bit more space, then maybe I'll play Radovid, but I don't mind committing Falibor. Okay. Yeah, it's actually just like really good points. The only thing I'm worried about, though... Nah, we just do it anyways. Because I still have Amphibious, we could play a little bit slower. I want to get down these not-so-great engines right away. Orville. I suppose that's fine. Actually, here's the play. Radovid goes down, keeps us ahead. I don't think we ever have the tower being played in this match. Actually, we do have room. It feels wrong not to start working on something like this, right? So we'll just hit it regardless, and then... As far as stuff left, we have quite a bit. There we go. So 39, we need 13. 14, 15. This does a ton of damage. Everything's out of a Revenant's way, though. I think we use the Vincent. And then we'll just use the leader charge. Now, they might not actually have an elf, so I think we just don't hit the Isengrim. And I'm pretty sure with Last Say here, unless it's Verno, we got it. Simlath.
Why should I, an elf, a sage, converse with
That's kind of the idea, though, right? 41, 44, 47. We can do it. I think that's what we're supposed to do. And they pretty much played everything, so maybe it comes down to card advantage. Like the Heat Wave. Who knows? Really just comes down to what we pull. I think we put that back. I think we put that back. They might have Verno, though. I think we just float this for now. Verno short round 3, even if they have card disadvantage, like, is kind of important. We'll play, actually, you know what? I think we have it off the back of the winch. Because they spent Heat Wave. Don't think they're running Curse as well. There's no room. Yeah. Yeah, we're just good here. Look. Huge. Just cause, you know. It'd be Vernal for the 11. There we go. Alright, so next up here we got Inspired Zeal, and again, pretty standard. It's either going to be some kind of mages, or it's going to be some kind of siege, right? So 2, we could probably put one of these back. Probably one of these back as well. This is not that important to have. Maybe that's better. So there's a consideration, obviously, off the bat to just go ahead and play a Carabalista off of the Henselt and see if we can get a little bit of tempo going that way. There's also a line where we just play one of these, and I think that's also not bad, right? Kind of see how they respond. If they play Boiling Oil, we could just start over again. If they play something high tempo, then we could do the same thing. But just having that out there, because I think the Revenant's going to be pretty good in this match. We could just boost it with the Skull. Okay, Bellahun, got it. Couple things. I could lock it, or I could grab Vinny. I don't mind just locking that. There might be something else we want to lock more, right? I don't mind taking Boiling Oil either. It's just Boiling Oil's a little bit of an overspend. Let's just take. Just because, like, you know, we have it in hand. Vincent later could be fine. Okay. So that's something I'd like to get rid of. Trying to stage this though. Radovid's not bad here either. Okay, first and foremost, we'll take that away. I think the correct move is just to actually play something from deck here. It's like that should work. These two per turn, we'll start getting the Revenant ready to go. Pride's pretty expensive. It could just be a boiling oil too, right?
Dark clouds gather over Temeria.
We'll just focus on like the more important thing. I think we boost that up just to keep it out of like easy removal. Because if they winch, they take it. Two and one. It's kind of expensive to spend Falibor here, I think. So they can either deal with the Revenant or they can deal with the Ballista. That's kind of the idea, right? Or both. Yeah, or both.
Has yet to speak its last.
Now we're all right. This is kind of the important thing here, I think.
Checkmate.
I don't think they have the reach. Like, they'll probably pass on that just so we don't get the extra carryover. Unless they have... No, they wouldn't have Boiling in hand. They probably would have spent it by now. And then we can kind of go inexpensive. Like, I want to save these two, obviously, but I don't mind playing these two. So if we want to sequence it that way, we play Carabalista next. Click. We should just be fine. Strenger. It's kind of an awkward card to have. It's probably this, actually, just because I want to get rid of the Anna. Take those 5-liter charges. Kind of nasty.
Warriors on the shore, bows raised.
We have to still keep going here, I think. Maybe the other two cards are overcommitments, but everything else looks fine to me. Like, that we spent, it's like pretty much carryover and just... Okay. So it ties. Yeah. I think we take a tie. This is just too expensive to spend, and if they play like scenario, we're doing alright with Kerack. It's gotta be that. Honestly, that's not half bad. Doesn't even matter if we click, right? So we jam first. We actually really want the Siege Masters, don't we? So we'll put back probably that. I think we put back that. That's just the best we'll get. We missed like kind of big deals. Like Draug is pretty huge actually. There we go. I suppose we could have played this to the other side, but I don't think it's that important. Here. Reduce cooldown, probably on the Pride. And then we'll just fish for maybe something like that, or that. Duel out for the Pride, I guess. I hope they, I was gonna say I hope they go full test here. It's gotta be. We gotta start taking things away. Yeah. Okay, this should be single proc, right? I think we're dead. If bombardment sticks, okay. Ambitious. That goes up to the 3. Got it. So I think we just go for it a little bit here. So 3, that's Falibor. We'll Draug this coming turn. Actually, it'll be Winch, and then we'll Draug. Then Vincent last say, I think. I suppose I could have done it first. It really doesn't matter all too much, does it? It's probably that. So what would it have costed us? I probably could have had this at a 2 actually right now, right? I think we're okay. I think they probably have Heat Wave. We gotta be careful for them setting up like an Igni or something like that. They're pinging down the Hensalt. It's kind of suspicious. You see what I mean? We'll take this transformation right now because we have to. Now, if they do have Igni, it doesn't work like that, so we're good. Roll Punish would be disgusting, though. I guess that kind of helps me. They're freeing up some space. So, Vincent... Let's see what we got here. Actually, their devotion. What am I saying? We had the Kerack Marine. Wow, they're really dealing with these. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This might be a warfare card, but it might not be. And then we need this. Something like that. I don't think it's enough, guys. If it's Heat Wave, we're fine. Oh, it's not Heat Wave. I keep thinking non-devotion. Okay, we're still fine. Yeah, we got it. We got it. That was scary, but we pulled through. Alright, so we got Nilfgaard Double Cross up next here. I really like being in the seat of going second. I think red coin's going to be a pretty good advantage for us. This is not great unless we have Draug, both of these here. Revenant's not bad, though. But if we play Revenant early, then they might use the Illusionists later, which is really bad, actually. So we're definitely playing Carabalista round 1 because we have so much setup for it. 2 inches is like kind of a lot, but 2 of these is kind of a lot too. Henselt's okay. Henselt for Pride, I guess, something like that. We just jam cards, don't we? Have to say, I haven't seen nearly as much of the Assimilate this month. It's kind of refreshing. Oh my gosh, it's Mill. So now we have Dead Henselt. Do we have Dead Henselt? No, we have one. There's got to be one more card with crew, right? No, we have them all in hand. Every last one. Okay, we have to be careful. I'll save one, but I think we have to go pretty aggressive here and just actually play, you know, like good cards so that we get like really good cooldowns. Sure. Benefit from the winches here. I'm gonna kill that so they can't use like a teleportation. Do we ever use... No, we'll wait for the leader. It's like a trade down on the winch. Good. Again, we'll try and kill this off as quick as possible. It feels bad not playing Hens out early though. So kill that. Take that. Tall removal will really hurt us though. I think we use one. We gotta make the round basically impossible for them. Witcher, okay. So now we can kind of maybe slow down a little bit, try to get these online. Just pull junk. They pulled, like, I would say a lot of junk so far. We gotta save this one, though.
Here's our chance.
Come on. Maybe we'll top deck really well, though. Oh, I actually messed up. I wasn't thinking. Forgot about that, so we lost a turn on it, but I think we'll be okay. I was just contemplating whether I should take Falibor here and like nudge down 3-2-1 it kind of thing, but that's a whoops.
Your name, young man, demands you be cursed.
Actually, you know, I think we're supposed to play Falibor. Even if it doesn't hit fully, just because the trade it gives is really bad for us. Yeah. I don't think they have the teleportations. They would have maybe played them before Breathens. We should just be good to Temple Pass here, right?
Time to get our hands dirty.
6 off, yeah. I don't see how they get it. Six points, okay. But they're still 2 cards down.
Here's our chance.
Is this Colgrim? 16 cards in deck. Now I don't even know. We have a heat wave, which is important, right? Okay. Put that in. This like helps them mill. So we gotta be careful. I think something will go back. We gotta put one of those back, I think. If we get a pass, we'll just play a master from hand. Yeah, 3 card advantage. They didn't have to play the extra one down, which makes me think Colgrim, right? It looks like Colgrim Mill.
I'm an officer, I'm a gentleman.
So now I have to figure out how we're going to deal with it. I can Heatwave Lock, but they might have Letho. We'll figure it out. Draug's good to see. That goes back. And John's dead. So we could put that. But then it kind of bricks anyways, yeah? Here.
One piece, fight for it. I pass on every 10.
I mean, at least we have the extra card, right? That's just a boiling. I want to fill up the rows soon so that when they play... Actually, that's kind of a winning line. I'm stressing over Colgrim, but it might not even be a thing. I think we're supposed to do that. Play as much into cooldown as possible. Then next turn we can go and flip. It feels kind of bad having Hensel on the same row as a flip, but it's whatever, because we get the value back. What, Igni? That's huge. It's kind of a big deal. I think we Draug. Just because, well... Yeah, I just don't know how much I want to slow it down, you know? Actually, we'll play that. Just make it feel like, oh... They have to expect it at this point. I don't think they have a defender. This could be huge. This could actually be huge. Pretty easy to mill us down to nothing because we do some good thinning ourselves. Yeah, we're just doing alright. So we'll take out these two here. Yeah, there we go. So we got Fruits of Ysgith up next. Now, this is likely going to be your Relics deck, right? And I think if it is, we're going to do pretty well because we have the means of really taking things out. So, Boost is kind of good, but not like game-changing. This is really good for She Who Knows. We're not Drauging in round 1, so Smoke 'em Out can probably go here. And we got some engines going on. Now, one thing we had to be careful about would be the Toad Prince. I think that would suck pretty bad, right? Let's get out, if we're going to see it, we're going to see it. That's all I can say. So, we got to get these engines online, like, quick. Normally, they're not running Parasites, so I'm not too worried about that one. But, everything else kind of sucks. So I would like to put down the 2 ballistas and then go in with the kit. Ooh. That's like bad. That's pretty bad. Without... Is that probably my heat wave? I think so. Yeah. We'll just lay the framework here. Make it a little easier. If they don't have an answer to the... Of course. Okay. So, 1, 2... We're getting rid of this, hands down. It's just about how we go about it, right? I could just put this formation. I don't want to winch. This does have resupply, though. We need 2. We need 2. So it's got to be something like this. I think it's worth it. We'll take 1 leader charge back row. I think we're supposed to take a second so that they don't pass. Something like that. Because we can get him back later, right? Damaged by... Whoa. I guess they don't care about the Revenant as much. It's gotta be... I think it's gotta be a big swing. If we can deny Sabbath, then she who knows doesn't matter, right?
Gotta go with your gut.
Blueberries, blueberries. Lady of the Woods.
Put this down because it's gonna take some time. Yeah, I don't want to go crazy with the whole leader thing. We gotta be careful. Okay, that's what I'm waiting for here. It's a good boiling oil. Make sure we take everything we need to take. So the one... Start working on the next item here.
They're surprisingly clean creatures, as it happens.
Don't have an answer to both. We just gotta get rid of some points though, that's all. What do we have in deck? We could take a lock. I don't mind it. Or we could take Pride. Which is also okay. I think we're supposed to take Pride to help set up everything else here. And we pull hence out, we play. Hence out, okay, yeah, we still have some push here. We got a lot of good cards. If not, we could even maybe trade bronze cards. Good, good, average. Let's take that back. We could take that back as well. That's actually pretty good. Yeah, we play. We've got like winches for days. They might have a heat wave though, we gotta be careful. Let's just do it.
One piece. Fight for it.
Play this to the left.
I pass on every 10th round.
Sure. If I'm pulling something, it's gonna be... It's probably gonna be the other one. We have time to wait wait for it though, you know? What if we just take Winch? Yeah, remove one. That way maybe we buy a turn. Turn start, we get the +1 boost. Mamuna here is not bad to see. It's gonna play for the Gansean, right? Or the... Okay, Griffin in this case. That's fine. I think we're supposed to go and take this here because Sabbath feels important. We'll just play that. I think we actually take points. And then next turn we can winch. We're gonna lock it. Okay. 30, 30, 31. They gotta play down. They probably play Shunos. I don't think we actually go and here's what we do. It's 1 leader charge, yeah. Just take that. And then John into winch. I'm worried about John into winch because I feel like they might have Heatwave last card, but then again they might not. Volunteer might be safer, but winch is definitely more points. Let's just try that. They remove 15 with a Heatwave. We're still up by a point, yeah? There we go. Alright, let's see if we can get one more game here. We got Skellige Rain up next. And I haven't played this matchup, so I don't know the strat. We'll see what it is. Squirrel would have been nice in this, obviously, for the... Actually, there's no Rio hand. That's important to know. Henselt in hand's really cool. This is cool. This is pretty cool too. A lot of cool cards. This can probably go back kind of expensive. Lock's not really great here because Melusine has Veil. There are other cards we want to lock, but we can pull it within... Okay, we get back what we tucked away. That's fine. I think we take a thin with the Henselt play. Go Carabalista on it here. Because I want to thin things out a little bit. Keep it comfortable. I don't know if we need to actually boost anything. I think we just let it go. Because if they take away that, it's not that important. They use a Giga Scorpion, maybe. They don't always have it. Okay. So be it. That's fine. We'll go Radovid here just because I feel like it's necessary. And I don't think we want to boost it either. Just because it gives Heatwave better value. Maybe this is something different than what I expected. Now, do they take Gutting Slash? Maybe. We'll see. Doesn't work like that. I guess they're really struggling for proactivity here. So, 7-14. We take another turn. John into Winch is not bad. It's not great either. I think we have to play one of these. And we'll just look at maybe passing. I don't know. This is looking like some kind of Arnagod Witcher Swarm Rain thing. Right? Expensive round one? I don't know about that. Like, it wasn't too bad. We got some carryover here. We did spend a couple setup cards, but at least we got some thins out of the way. So, let's see here. Probably put that back, because we have plenty of Warfare cards. Maybe put one of these back. It's a little slow. We've got most of what we need. I think we can just play this. Pull the lockout, beautiful. Can get that with the Amphibious if we need to, or something like that. We still have to do a check. I don't know if they're Devotion. It's not a great trade if we go and take the Pride just yet. I think we wait to play it. But I don't mind the idea of playing something like Ballista. If I do take John, though, it's going to be into smoke him out. Actually, that's not bad. It's good Draug setup.
Temeria has yet to speak its last.
And then we can actually just reduce the cooldown. I think it's worth it just in case they remove it. And then we can Draug fairly soon. We've got 3 on the row. Maybe we can add some more, then Draug it.
I can do a great deal more for you.
Just one more, sir.
I'm not really worried just yet, though, if I'm being honest here. I think we still wait. It's going to be tough for them to put up with Draug here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, there's that. Okay, we'll do 2. Just to buy us some time. And then we can Draug it. And if it gets bad, we'll get out, basically. Now, we don't have a lot of room for Revenants, but we can, like, cannibalize a little bit. I can maybe take one out with Amphibious. I'm just hoping that they don't have full mark, because that kind of ruins the like the whole idea, right? If they put Storm on the back row, we're done.
Take my hair life. Grant us your strength in return.
It's risky. That's a lot of rain. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's alright. We'll take him down all the way. 2, 1, and 1. I guess we just hit bodies at this point. Hopefully some of them stick. I'm kind of banking on some of them not. Oh my gosh. We keep it alive though. Which is huge. We take this. Which is also huge. Qcento what now? Okay. We're swarming. They have like the ultimate swarm punish. Did they take a Burna? They didn't, but they might. That could just very well be the lock that we're going for.
I hope we can trust you.
Just in case. I think what we're supposed to do is remove their stuff. Hopefully we can keep those ones on our side. There's a 3. It really caught us there. So Heatwave on a 10's not bad. We got to be careful for like Bear with your mentor, like point swings, because there's like a lot of bloodthirst out here.
We serve her who is virgin, mother, and crone.
What are you gonna do? Hey,
That's fine. We wouldn't have had the cooldown anyways, so it trades down. Just take that. Heatwave that, and let's not give bloodthirst to anything else. I at least want to see both carts. Like, I'll be extremely happy with that if we get it. We've got Falabor and we've got Vincent for round 3. 21, they used Heatwave, yeah? Okay. That's kind of tough. We do have second, though. Yeah, that's not bad. And they do go first. Falabor, we can pull that into that, which is good. I think that's the way it goes, right? This is like a really good non-interactive play. Just in case they have Arnagod, we want to play this early. Like, this is not much for them to even deal with. And then we just do like a Falabor finisher, I suppose. Yeah. We just need one more card that we can hit. Because obviously we're not going to go and hit those bears. So we want them to play a unit. There we go. So, it's this here. That's just the best we have. They need... Yeah, I think we lose to that. 15. Yeah, they just need 3 points. That's just how it goes.